What do you think of him?
I like him, actually. I think for a big guy, he's got really good feet. You mentioned he's been scoring goals for his country as well. I don't think he's the issue for Newcastle. You know, people talk about Newcastle's away form. I know this game's at home against City. People talk about their away form. Well, their home form's not much better. If you look at their away form, they're 15th in the league. If you look at their home form alone, they're 14th in home form. So they've not been able to marry any of it. Now, Eddie Howe has to... now, he won some award the last couple of days. I don't know what it was it? Did you see that, Shaq? Some Newcastle... inducted into some Newcastle Hall of Fame or something, but he has to get their form.
Better not be the mayor.
No, that's Shaka. He's going to have to turn that around. Voldemort, I like. I think he's a good. I think he looks a good player. There's no doubt about that. Regardless of what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge said, that was just bitterness when Bayern didn't get him. They wanted him to beef up the squad. They weren't prepared to pay the money. But this is going to be tough for Newcastle because, as I mentioned, it's both home and away where they have struggled. And Man City are looking quite good, particularly with the guy at the other end, who just seems to be having a continuation of this goal-scoring phenomenon that he is in Erling Haaland. And City have looked pretty good in most departments. But yeah, the fact that it's at home gives Newcastle a bit more of an advantage in terms of trying to get a result. But just they have struggled this season. Are you
worried, Shaq?
Not particularly, because it's at St James's Park. And Newcastle away from home, as Craig was saying, is just totally different. Hard to explain, but at home with that crowd at their back.
Yeah, but their home form, they're 14th in the league in home form.
I think Newcastle's performances have been better than their league possession suggests.
Right, yeah.
And you saw that especially against better opposition. And while losses to Liverpool and Arsenal, as I mentioned yesterday, those winners came deep into injury time in both those games. I think these games, for some reason, Newcastle are up for them. And I feel they'll be up for this one as well. I'm still not convinced as well that as good as City are, as hopeful as I am, or maybe, that they're the only team who can really chase Arsenal down and at least have some kind of a title race back end of the season. I still don't think they're as consistent as we'd seen 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I think this is a draw. I don't think Newcastle will be undone.
Frank, you think it's a draw too? Why?
Well, because it's at home and with the pressure that St James's Park can give from the fans, that there can be a game changer. And you know what I see, the Newcastle offensive line and with the Manchester City defensive line, I think there is something to play for the Geordies. So I really think that it's possible. Just one thing that I want to say about the interview: we say handball. No, we don't say handball. We say handball. It's been invented by the German. They don't say handball.
Oh, okay.
What? Thanks for that, Frank. Absolutely no idea.
That's very important.
Ian, you've been impressed by Erling Haaland as everyone else has this season. You're going for a City win. Is it because of him?
Momentum, and I think they're going to score a hatful of goals, I think, from now on. I mean, Voldemort is interesting, isn't he? He doesn't look like a footballer. He looks like a Renaissance painter. I think, you know, and I think he's got lovely touches and craft. He's a cult figure, but I think he's part of their problem, you know, away from home, because they had Isak running the channels and they could get in behind teams and he got them up the pitch. I don't think Voldemort, for all his lovely touches and skills, can do that, and they just can't win away from home at all. They are better at home. I mean, I've just looked through after what Craig was saying, and they have won their last 5 at St James's Park in all competitions. So they'll make a game of this. I think it's a thriller, but I think City will edge it.
All right. Well, there we go. That's how things are looking there. Just don't mention handball or say it wrong in front of Frank, and you'll all be okay.
Thank you.